Dear customer, we thank you for ultrasonic. Your ultrasonic functional consists of two parts. First is your controller, and second is your ultrasonic probe. This is a sound box probe where you see that here you can see the smaller vessel can be moved with the help on this probe. This machine is quite easy. In 5-10 minutes on your own. Here is a probe switch, plastic switch, 3 probes, 6 mm and 10 mm. If your probe size is below 3 mm, you have to in 3 to 6 mm, you have to select 6 mm, and in between 6 to 10 mm, and 10 mm. Once you receive your machine, in different probes and the transducer part. What you see that there is a difference in the probe, 6 mm and the smaller probes. I can see that in 6 mm, and this is the probe for 3 mm. A 3 mm probe will find a cut for the spanner, but on 6 mm it's not there. So you go to the procedure. You will see 2 tools for opening probes. There is 2, and there is a second one that is a smaller tube. What you have to do is, and one of these holes, you have to put the tool like this, and the other tool like this, and then pressing the upper one, you have to open. Once it is loosened a bit, you can open actually hand. It's a very simple stay a minute. This is what here and probe. It goes in. The top still you have to hold, and maybe you have to now reverse the direction because now you are tightening it. So I have reversed the direction of the top tool and help of the spanner of 19 centimeters. Now you can tighten. So once our probe is ready of the desired size, we select 3 mm. We have the generator. Here you can see that there is a small cut on the cable, and here there is a large cut. So extract, push, and tighten, and your probe is so here. And just setting the probe, and simply press the carbonated box. Done. There is a temperature sensor. It's basically protection. It doesn't control temperature, but it does temperature of liquid, so that if the temperature of the liquid goes above the setting, the machine stops. Again, you have to the same. This groove will go and push. Just a minute. This you can route to a small hole in the top part of the machine. And this thing lead here. Oh, the part is Indian customers, the power will come as the US standards. So you can put a 16 ampere plug, Indian style, and works well. Simply insert cable on the back and route in your power source. This is that where bigger sample beakers. If you are having a small sample bias, then you can have a very different. If you are having a very sample wire like this, you have to use a different assembly. Let's take a review of that. This is a small assembly where we can fit here. So easy. Like this. Get in the position. This is done. And then this is a cover that again is tight here. And the same manner. That's done. Now we are tightening our sample wire. We can adjust the position of this. We can slide up and down. So this is the way to put our wire. Take care that the tip of the probe is 2.5 meters or more than that in the sample. Now we can tighten and put it here. We have put our sample. Now we are coming to the generator. We have put the power on. And from the back we have put the power on. Here you can see some displays. Let us go through to these. This percentage which percentage of the power. This degree centigrade is the that temperature sensor is sitting at the moment. Here we set a probe. At the moment we are having 3 mm. We have selected 3. We want to change it up and down. We can change it like 6 mm, 8 mm, 10 mm, 1 mm, and now again 3 mm. Press set and take value. This is a program. For up to 18 programs. Time is, this will run for 5 minutes. On is on cycle for 2 seconds. Off is cycle for. We can increase and change this parameters. If we want to do that, we can increase the time. Let's run. Here, this is the power 50%. This is the 50 degree. So during the run, temperature shoots above 50 degree, machine will stop. Here one important point is that the on cycle should not be more than 6 seconds continuously, and there is one of 1 second. One interesting point is that probe, the minimum power is 30%, and if it is 95% probe, then it cannot be for a very long time, otherwise it may damage the probe. So set the meters at program number 1. The run time is 2 minutes. On cycle is 2 seconds. Let us increase to 4 seconds. And here I will say and store. So now run, and we can say start. On, turn off, then again on. So you may see that the temperature is rising. 50 degrees to 30. To reach 50 degrees, the machine will start, so that your sample should not get spoiled. This is a brief demo of the machine. We want to thank you for purchasing. So much. If you are having any queries, you can contact